Yo, what is going on YouTube? So, welcome back to my channel. I haven't did a comparison video in a while, so if you guys missed that, make sure to put a comment down below. But today, I'm not going to be comparing my Nerf guns. I'm going to be comparing rival rounds. So, as you guys may know, the rival just came out with the new Accu round. So, you guys don't know what an Accu round is. Here's what it looks like. So, they're very similar to a Nerf rival round, but they're pretty much the same thing. Ooh, focus camera. But they're pretty much just the same thing. But you see, so here's a rival round. And, whoa, here's the new Accu rounds. So they're pretty much the same thing. But this is, it seems like it's more denser. And the dimples are hexagon instead of circle. So as you guys can see on the old rival rounds, it is like I have a small dimple. And if I put a rival Accu round right next to it, as you can see, this has a hexagon. And this has small circle dimples. So yeah, overall they're pretty much the same thing, but this one is just more denser, it's more heavier, so it should be more accurate. So yeah, today we're going to be comparing these two rival rounds. So let's get started. So first off, the Nerf rival round is pretty much the same thing as the Accu round. So they're pretty much the same size, the same length, the same dimensions and everything, the width and everything. So they're just different colors. They're just in like a new line. So Nerf Rival came out with the new Accu line, the Nerf Rival. I'm not sure what they're calling that line, but they came out with the Pathfinder. It's the only blaster I remember from the Accu line from the Rival. So since I never owned an Accu Rival blaster before, but I should probably call them Accu, yeah, which is basically what they're calling this line, Nerf. So yeah, overall, it is new. The Nerf logo is located up front, so if I can see. So on the old rival round, as you can see, if I can focus on that thing, because my camera doesn't have good focus, yeah, you guys probably can't see it, but as you can see on the old rival round, it says the Nerf logo, and then on this, this says the full name, but on this, you guys can see really closely, that just has like a small little Nerf logo. So overall, they're pretty much the same thing, same size. Oops, focus camera. My camera's a little bit trouble focusing, but overall, they're pretty much the same thing, same dimensions, same height, but the weights are just different, and this is made for more accurate strike, or more accurate, as you would say it. So yeah, they're pretty much the same thing, they're the same thing as rival rounds, they're not any much different. So yeah, overall, they're pretty much the same thing, but price wise, this retails for maybe like $16 or $17 for these Accu rounds, and then you get 60 rounds, which I do got some right here. So I got the 60 pack. I'm not sure if you can get more than that, more like 100, 120, but maybe in the future. And the rival rounds, you can pretty much find these everywhere, like Amazon, Walmart, Target, or somewhere. But I buy these at Target, so you know what I'm saying. So overall, they're pretty much the same thing, but are the claims on the new Accu rival rounds really true? Well, I'm going to get to the firing test, and I'm going to test out the Accu strike. I mean, not the Accu strike. The Accu rounds of the rival, and then I'm also going to be testing the normal rival round to see if the claims on the new Accu rival rounds are really true, or they're the most accurate. So I don't have an Accu blaster, but I do have a rival blaster. If you guys don't know, that rival shotgun, the rival Saturn. I'm going to be testing it out with the Nerf rival Accu rounds and the regular rival rounds. So let's get to a firing test and see how both of these high impact rounds perform. So let's get to a firing test. Okay, so now we're at the firing test, and I'm going to be firing the regular rival rounds, the yellow one, and I also have 8 of the new Accu rounds in my pocket. So I'm going to be using the Nerf rival Saturn right here, the shotgun, which has the 10 round capacity. If you guys have not checked out my review on the Nerf rival Saturn, make sure to go check it out. So yeah, overall, I'm going to fire 10 shots because the capacity of this rival shotgun is 10 rounds. So I'm going to fire 10 rounds of the normal rival rounds, and then I'm going to load up with another 10 round of the Accu darts, or Accu rounds, I should say. So, yep. Alright, let's see how it performs. If the camera can get me on content. Alright, camera's on. Alright, let's see. The safety's still on. Okay, so the Nerf rival rounds were pretty accurate, and now I'm gonna load up some of the Accu rounds to see how it performs. So yeah, let's get to the Accu rounds. Okay, so now I have 8 of the rival Accu rounds loaded up in the Nerf rival Saturn. This capacity holds 10, but unfortunately I only brought 8 of the Accu rounds, but still gonna fire test it anyway, so what ifs. You know, so let's see how the Accu rounds perform. So yeah. Show the safety stops, because you know sometimes I forgot to take it off and then just pull the trigger and nothing happens, so yeah. Okay, so these rival rounds, they seem to be just a tiny bit more accurate, but they're not much of a difference. I'm going to show you guys after I maxed out this. Okay, so from my perspective, the rival Accu rounds are not much more accurate than from the standard rival round. But now I'm going to show you guys the accuracy of both rounds, so yeah. Okay, so this is the standard rival round. Let's see how accurate it is. Okay, pretty accurate. Now let's go to the Accu round. Okay, now let's try out the Accu round. Okay, it was really hard to caught that on camera, but overall, you know, they're pretty much the same thing, so not much difference. Okay, so as you guys can see, that was the firing test of both the regular rival round and the Nerf Accu round. So yeah, overall, as you can see from the firing test, I fired both of the rounds out of the Nerf rival Saturn. Now, to be honest, I'm not sure if I fire the Accu rounds out of an actual rival Accu blaster, I don't know if it's gonna, you know, perform a little bit different. So sorry guys, I'm a little bit out of breath, but you know, I just ran up the stairs and ran down the stairs just to, you know, do the firing test, but never mind that. So overall, the Accu rounds are not much different from the rival rounds. You know, the accuracy is pretty much the same, so I don't know what to expect. Like, are these better? Are they worth it? Or, like, I'm not really sure. Like, they pretty much perform the same thing. Accuracy, pretty much the same thing. So, like, if I fire many shots out, that I see the rival rounds, these ones are a little bit more inaccurate than these. But from a normal rival blaster, they seem to be more inaccurate. I'm not sure if I fire these rounds out of an actual Accu rival blaster. I'm not sure if it's going to be different. So I might get a rival Accu blaster in the future. I'm not sure what they're calling that line, but they call these the Accu rival round. So that's what I'm just going to call the new series for now. But you guys can drop down a comment down below if you guys know what these series are called, or what they're calling this new series of, you know, high impact rounds and blasters. So yeah, if you guys want me to get a rival Accu blaster and review it, make sure to drop a comment down below in this video and let me know. So yeah, overall firing test is pretty much the same thing. There's not much different. I thought it was gonna be, but it's not really a big difference. Like, if you look from look at this. If you look at 2 rounds, this is blue and this is yellow. So they're pretty much the same thing, but just, you know, different color. So yeah, oh, I'm shot my rival round. But as you can see, they're pretty much the same thing. But this has like hexagon like dimples, but this just has small circle dimples. So yeah, overall they're pretty much the same thing. Not really much of a difference between these rounds. So yeah, overall, I wouldn't say it's worth it if you have like normal rival rounds. But you know, if you just bought like an Accu rival blasters, then I would recommend picking these up. But if you have a normal rival round, then you know these aren't really worth it. But you know, they're good to try out. You know, there's something new. You know what I'm saying? They're much more denser than rival rounds and the normal ones I meant. And they seem to be a little bit more dense than Nerf rival rounds. They're probably made of like a different foam. I'm not sure if they're the same thing, but pretty. This one, like the new Accu rounds, it feels kind of like styrofoam. It's like dense as about that. This one's more like soft. It's more like a foam. So, which is what this rival round is made out of. So yeah, overall, they pretty much perform the same thing. Now to the question, is it worth it or not? Well, if you already have a rival round, then I'm not seeing why you should buy these. But if you're in an emergency, if you can't find these rounds, or if you want like the rounds immediately in like a day, so you can fire your blaster. And if you find these, then I would recommend getting these. So these are pretty cool looking. I do like the color scheme, the blue and everything. I like how it just like matches with like my Nerf rifle Nemesis, because my Nemesis is blue. And then just dropping my round. It's kind of slippery, but overall, you know, they match the color of my Nemesis, so you know. People are just pretty much gonna buy this to put there in their Nemesis, so they're just gonna match their color. But if you have a red Nemesis, it's probably not gonna match. But if you have a blue one, maybe it's good. So yeah, overall, not much of an upgrade from the normal rifle round. So yeah, that's all about my comparison of this video. If you guys do want me to do more comparison videos in the future, make sure to drop a comment down below. Or if you guys want me to compare any other blasters to each other, so or many different rounds. So yeah, overall that's all about this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for subscribing to this channel and supporting my channel. I really appreciate it. So yeah, overall that's all about this video. I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you so much for watching, and without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next video, guys. Have a great day, guys. Peace.